boom, they put a big hit on him, and he lets it fall out of his hand.
What I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates, all my bars on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. I can't let this moment pass. Yeah, I know my time is now. Know my mama proud of me, and my grandma smiling down. Every time I turn it up, whole crowd be wilding out. Matter of fact, let me see your hands. Look, I saw my shot and I took it. I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to stop and go. I had to stay consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot. Heart of a lion, my time, here I go. I am not moving in silence. If it ain't moving, moving. We making movies, moving. I get a chance to take it. We about to build it. Ain't leaving it vacant. I just go harder. I am a ball that I gotta get it. I am so with it. I will go get it. That is the difference. I am not waiting. I am not faking. Everything out here, that's for the taking.
Better, petty don't matter. Far as that teller, I pray to God they rattle tattle. Hey, what's a rapper? I started off that, now I'm better. I get capital. I help my people to get cheddar. I do business. Look here, stay out my business.
It's week 6 of the NFL, and we'll see this team's first little running back. He really helped drive them a week ago with a 3-touchdown game. It's the Tigers and the Vikings on Monday night.
Now we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Tonight, we finish off Week 6 with a good Monday nighter between the Chicago Tigers and the Minnesota Vikings. Brandon Gaudin alongside my good friend Charles Davis. And CD, for as much as the defender in you probably hates to hear it, the NFL is a league ruled by offenses, and we've got a couple of good ones about ready to do battle here.
Well, you know me quite well. Maybe one day I can get to be commissioner. I can flip that around a little bit. We can just talk about defense. But let's face it, we're talking about two units. They're ranking the top 5 in the league. So I think this might be a game where you forget about the field goals. You better finish your drives with touchdowns if you want to keep up with the Joneses on the other sideline.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 20 carries, 83 yards.
In a perfect world, they'd run the ball the same way they did last week, but against the #1 rush defense in the league, they're going to have to find a different way to move the ball. Maybe they start throwing it early and come back to the run.
To throw on second down, Warner. Caught by Woods. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On 1st and 10, Warner. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And they'll be led out by their 8th-year quarterback.
And he's been playing at an elite level here in this early half of the season. Tops in the league in touchdown passes at this point. This is definitely a wide-open offense, so we'll see if he can keep his string of good games going right here.
Throwing on first down. Byrne. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Off play action. Byrne. And he will find his man Chase complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 2 choke plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Byrne got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Jamison Williams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Tigers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Warner. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yes.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Byrne. That pass caught. It's Williams. Dances by him. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Tigers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And the football going back to the Vikings offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break it.
Now Warner's hit, and he loses it. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's going to be out on the 45-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. It'll be Warner on 1st down. And he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Now a 1st down throw. Warner to the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. The second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. Play action. It's Warner. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. But just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play now. And they can barely get a glove on before he got the quarterback on the ground.
And a look at the next-gen stats reveals that sack occurred in all of 2.3 seconds. And you think you wouldn't be an NFL quarterback? It could just hit the field goal. Now he kicks off. This fielded right at the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Now, right now, they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off play action. Burn. Well, this is... That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. So this, Charles, on paper at least, not the most even of matchups. Polar opposite, really. I mean, on one sideline, you got the hottest team in the league, still unbeaten, and on the other side, a winless squad.
And that's why I owe you, and I owe you big, because you did email me this week to remember any given Sunday. That was a phrase you typed to me. And that's what we have to remember in this ball game. It resounds when you think about it. Unbeaten versus winless, any given Sunday. Anything can happen in this league.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
This will be complete to Mechie. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Off the play fake. Byrne.
He's got this complete to Williams.
And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. It was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Already a pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. Operating from the gun. Byrne.
Open man is Mechie, and he's got him.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Back to throw. Byrne.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told, and it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession.
It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
The drive will start with an option going left. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Warner from the gun.
Able to find his man, Woods.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with to have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Warner. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. This is taken around the 12. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been effective so far, over the 40-yard mark here in the 2nd quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football. And they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 58 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a throw in the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And his kick is right there. It's good. Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. These guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Warner to throw. His throw incomplete. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Now a give, running left is Harris. Good move at the 30. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
To throw, Warner. And he's going to be time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Here's Tommy Townsend now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fielded at about the 28. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Now Warner. Over the middle, into the hands of Woods. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Here's Warner. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ed Oliver, that time, the one to get in there and bring him down. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. Looking for a slot man, and he's got him. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Koo knocks this one through the post, and the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So they get the 3. It was 4th and 1, and I think you were doing what I was doing. I was looking down at the sideline. I'm not sure the offensive unit wanted the 3. They wanted to go for it.
But when have we ever seen a unit that didn't want to go for it in that situation, right? Sometimes it's just way more.
Now a hit and a loose football. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The 40. Past the 20. He will take this all the way. Touchdown. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
The try here for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. Well, we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On second down, Warner. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt.
Busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Pulled in at the 24. Skirts by him at the 35.
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards.
And they will take over first and 10. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On first down, Byrne. Now they go screen. It's complete. And some space here. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 18 yards on. Chicago has the first.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now. These guys, they've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
A final shot before break. Byrne, and he fires one incomplete. So we are at halftime here on a...
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
This taken in at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the decisive blow in this game. I think that's how they're eyeing it. That's how they're approaching it.
Touchdown!
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of control contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. He's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
On third down, Warner. He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Najee Harris, 26 yards. And the Vikings are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that will cut this lead down to 25. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Chicago offense set to get started.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the bootleg. Byrne rolling to his right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Side, it's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Back to throw again.
Got a man open. It's Chase. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
86 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
This will be caught at about the 6. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. Disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Kayvon Thibodeau. Excellent job on that play. A big loss. 18 yards. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Looking to throw. Byrne. And, oh, that's going to wind up incomplete. Near. Pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down. And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual. 2
yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Out of the gun, here's Warner. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's got Rome. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good game and a 1st down.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
49 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. He'll take it inside the 25.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
To throw on second down, Warner. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on third down. Warner. And that is incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Koo knocks this one through the post. And that drops a deficit from 28 to 25. So his third field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these threes into sixes.
And sevens and probably even eights. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear. They want to close this gap.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's up over 100 yards, and he'll be looking to get in the end zone again.
Has a tremendous nose for it, doesn't he? The ability to pile up yardage and find the end zone, that's the combination you want in your runner.
That's a combination any coach wants, and we'll see if he can find that end zone once more. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Operating from the gun, Byrne. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
To throw on third down, Byrne. Mechie has it on the slam. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Jamison Williams, 39 yards. And the Tigers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Boy, another score. This lead gets even bigger. And, Charles, we haven't even hit the 4th quarter yet.
Well, forget the deficit, right? They're really not going to cut into that a heck of a lot. But how can they get out of here with some dignity? Can they get a stop or two? Can they make a play on offense themselves? Anything to start to feel better about what's happened to them here in this one.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And out now come the Vikings. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Looking to throw on second down. Warner. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run good for 24 yards. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 1st and 10, Warner. That's swung out wide to Harris. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
7 yards there and a first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A gain of 32 that time.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. They help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 111 yards on the ground for him now as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. They go play action here on first down.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. From Viking territory now, they'll come up first and 10 at the 41. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be third and goal now. Back to throw. Byrne. Touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in.
And the Tigers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive first and 10 in the fourth quarter.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays the game with great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. And second and 10, he'll look to throw again.
Caught by Woods.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Now Warner. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 31. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. That's some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Delay of game, offense.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get this down to the 10. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Yeah, maybe they were coming with a blitz that time, and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. Someone jumped.
Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3, and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And the Vikings now heading on to the field. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. He gets this complete to Cephas. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Looking to throw. Warner.
And his throw here's incomplete.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Setting up the screen, Harris.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. That one looks like he'll throw here. He's airing it out for Williams. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. And now this game is over.
Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago. And you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for our visitors, they remain as hot as anyone at 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, the downward spiral continues as they drop to 0-6 now. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills.
Why would I ever have to cop a chain a game when the QB chain birthed most of chains in the game? No post office for stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know a way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused boy, little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top three, I'm not number one, how could you post that?